You have to be out of the, speaking of the top drawer, Bernard, to call footy on Triple M.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to be out of the absolute top drawer.
Wow.
Yes.
Like, if you want to go and be ordinary, then there are lots of joints. Lots of joints will have you. But if you want to be...
Name him, Jim.
If you want to be elite, then you come on the ends.
Right.
And we don't just allow any flotsam and jetsam to wander in
We
either.
sort of do.
We've got a first gamer.
We've got first game of this week.
He's
So
deserved his
not
spot.
next weekend.
Who we're about to talk about has deserved his spot, Jim. I heard him do a dummy call in the opening round
do
of
that well.
Carlton versus Brisbane,
Yep. Well,
and it was very, very good.
I think we've got a little bit of that. Have a listen.
To Lyons on that outer wing. 24-metre hand pass forward to Danaher. He hits Wilmot with a hand pass. Chipping ball was well weighted, and Coleman takes a mark 35 out. Steering ball to full forward. Rayner on his own. Snaps it through from point blank range, and the Lions post their second major on the board. The entry inside 50 was shallow. Ball lands in the path of Archie. Snapshot from 35 as he put it through. He has another one to the Lions. Brisbane on fire at the Gabba.
Now, that is the voice of Ash Chua, Jim. The two-time day, two-time night,
Yes.
25-plus year Triple M statistician who is now branching out into the commentary world. And that game you just heard, that was poor old Ash calling it by himself in a Melbourne studio to try and get the flight hours up in order to pitch to Huey to get the gig. And he has now got the gig next week in Gather Round in Adelaide.
Really?
No, so you got... he joins the ranks of Brian. Thank you, Brian.
James Brayshaw.
Howie, the Duke,
Dennis.
the Peoples,
Peoples.
Dennis Cometti, the great Comet.
Yeah, exactly.
These are some of
Nathan
the greats.
Brown on occasion.
Naif, some of the greatest ever. Ash.
Yeah, g'day, Damo. Hey, thanks for the and JB. Thanks for the support, Damo. But you've mentioned those names, JB. I've been feeling relatively calm leading up to this gig when I got the call from you and Giles last week. But the palms are very sweaty at the moment when you've mentioned those names. That's for sure.
Are you ready to take a position next to names like that, Ash?
No, not at this stage. No, but I'm really looking forward to it, JB.
Which
Very
game are you
excited.
doing?
I'm doing GWS versus the Gold Coast Suns on the Sunday down at Mount Barker.
So fair to say you couldn't be more off Broadway.
Not top drawer, Jim. Not top drawer. Hey,
He's got a senior game on the M's, Jim.
Hey, Ash, do you do the stats also?
Well, it depends how my call goes, Billy. I reckon if I'm absolutely butchering the call, I reckon they might put me in the back row to stay my lane and do the stats for Red Z. So I can't rule that out.
Yes.
Who are you on with? Who are you calling with?
Calling with Tim Solly.
Oh, very good. Yep.
Yeah, and in the specials is a lovely Kate McCarthy.
She's brilliant.
Very good.
Premiership player Dom Cassisi.
Oh, right.
Hey, Ash, did you ever think of maybe choosing a different city to do it in? Because Gather Round wasn't great for you last year.
Hey, yes.
No, I'm going to take the Dennis Pagan policy back in the 90s. I think 2 beer policy after a game, Bernie. Although that didn't comply with 98% of the players back then. But, 2 beer policy. There won't be any room service at 2:57 a.m. in the morning in the hotel room like last time, thanks to Barry Danner. But looking forward to it.
Who are you channeling? Have you had a favourite over the journey? And feel free to leave me out because everyone goes with me. Find someone else. Who do you think you're going to be sounding like?
Leave me out.
I've got respect for all commentators. I mean, yourself, JB and BT, the number one combination pack in AFL media history. But I grew up in the same era with some of you guys, you know, watching Sevens Big League and the winners. You know, I loved a lot of those commentators from the 80s.
Peter Landy.
Drew.
Peter Landy, Sandy Roberts. But no, I'll...
Drew Morfitt, the legend.
Drew Morfitt, yeah.
Drew Morfitt.
Brucey McAvaney was a superstar going back to Ian Cleland. Doug Haywood. Back in the 70s. Rexonald, of course, the star. All right, how much prep are we going to do? I think you might over-prepare for this one, Ash.
Well, you know me too well. You've only known me for 20 years, JB. You know like what I'm like with the stats tend to overcomplicate things. No, I put in, as Damo said, a fair whack of hours.
Yes.
On and off over the summer, so we'll see how we go. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I, very, very grateful for the opportunity. Thanks to is our boss there?
No.
He listens, though.
He's at a lunch.
He's probably over there in Adelaide as we speak.
Hey, Ash, you know of all the people on Triple M, you know I'm your number one fan.
But
we just need to revisit.
I wouldn't do this,
He needs
Damo.
confidence.
No, Ash would respect us doing this, Jim. It's true Triple M style. The day that you and Gary, Jim, threw to him post-match when a then young Collingwood player was just making his way in the game, and you put the pressure on Ash to get it right off the top, and this is how it unfolded.
Got to go down to the Collingwood rooms. We're a bit light on for staff at the moment, given the Olympics have started and a few people are gone. So one man, and one man only, has to step up to the plate. And that man is Ash the Chew Man, who's now dominating on the Supercoach show. We've given him open slather to get whoever he wants, but if he doesn't find the big names, he probably won't get another chance. So I go down with some degree of trepidation. Chua, over to you.
Thanks, Gary. I got one of their prime movers, actually. I got Scott Pendlebury in the rooms with me. Scott, congratulations firstly on your game today with 34 touches.
I think you introduced him as Scott Pendlebury.
Scott. Did I really?
Yes, you did.
Oh, it was a bit tough. He's, thanks, Gary. I got one of their prime movers, actually. I got Scott Pendlebury.
Damo!
I love it, Ash.
Hey, all the best, Ash. You know you're
thanks,
we all love you in the family, mate.
No, I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And thanks for your support, Damo. Love you.
Yeah, Damo, come on.
Well done, Ash. Good luck.
Well done, Ash.
Thank you.
Well done.
GWS Gold Coast. All roads lead
To Mount Barker.
to Mount Barker and Ash's calling debut.
Jim, I can't believe you didn't use me on the Triple M commentary.
We might get a bit of that next.
Yes, that was
Lock it on the rock. We'll hear a bit of Bill's commentary next because, my goodness, hard yak and workwear, McDonald's and Green Mott Water, that will give Ash some confidence. Triple M rocks footy.